Here comes Jason. Timing the little Jonas mushrooms well. And what else is good timing? Segue. Picking up aces. Okay, he's been a... Yeah, I mean, let's just go for him in. I think it's time to 4-bet, ladies and gentlemen. Never before really done in spins. We're gonna tank 4-bet here. Varonic, we don't know. Could be a reg. Who knows? Have a quick look at some stuff. Potting suggests less likely unless he's like some sort of super advanced GTO reg. But that would be interesting. Donk lead. Pots of ace jack. I will suggest that's probably. I mean, okay, that could still be some distant GTO thing, but I don't think it makes any sense against a potential recreational. But maybe he's just some super GTO guy. And we're going to start with a check, ladies and gentlemen, for a change. We probably should probe there. I'm just trying to make sure my thing's working. Let's just check down and see. Any information's pretty good. Goes for 1.1. Has he just got a queen? I mean, almost certainly, yes. Like, there is room to take the information and be like, oh, look, he limped queen 9 or something. But, like, I don't think that's going to be helpful enough. So, given he's potted once when he had initiative, that would be something with second pair, good kicker. We just want to think about how that would translate into future post-flop situations. We're going to start with a call with ace queen, of course. He goes for a very quick check here. I wonder if his range is more 6x weighted. Like, if he is the kind of guy that's potting all his 10x or jack x plus, that would be pretty good for us to bet and barrel him off this kind of hand. So we might try that. Now we will not be trying that. And he donks. So I think I'll read in terms of it's likely he has a 6x here, I think. So our initial plan was going to be we were going to bluff off a lot of rivers. Of course, we can also hit. That would have been another plan. Hit an ace, king, queen, 8. All of those would have been fun. Let's get the chat up on the screen. Maldito huevo, vamos. Muchas gracias. Well, vamos is more Portuguese, though. But your huevo is Espanol. So we're going to say obrigado, muchas gracias. Boa sorte, buena suerte. We're going to limp the 3-7 suited. Hope you're having a good evening. Maybe playing some spins, who knows. Here comes Jason. Timing the little Jonas mushrooms well. And what else is good timing? Segue. Picking up aces. Okay, he's been a... Yeah, I mean, let's just go for him in. I think it's time to 4-bet, ladies and gentlemen. Never before really done in spins. We're gonna tank 4-bet here. Alright. He flats the 4-bet. Now, what's the GTO 4-bet flatting range? Don't know. I think we should check, to be honest, because I think we just want to give him room to go crazy. He min-bets. I think we should probably click. The world's most theoretically correct display of poker being shown here. We'd be balanced in this situation, obviously. Has he got a 9? If he's got a 9, we're not worried. So, I mean, I guess let's click again or call. I mean, whatever. For the stream, we should flat maybe, or this feels bad. Feels bad, man. Hashtag. Alright, we're just getting. Yeah. Wasn't, I mean, like, obviously, if we play that normally, it's all absolutely fine as well. We would have just, yeah, got in. It looks pretty dumb. Interesting, like, limp click by him with the aces. Very reggy, as you can tell. The reason I was going for all those weird clicks is, like, he went for the pot with the second pair, and so I was like, maybe he's just got something random. We're obviously not worried about when he's actually got us beat in that spot, like, doesn't matter. It's just about making sure they give him maximum room to do something mad. Kitty Mad, thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. We're going to shove ace 10 and we're going to win. Is the plan. Got through one. Okay. Good plan so far. It's looking good. It's looking very good. Kitty Mad, I dedicate that hand to you. Thank you, Mads. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're not too bored on the lockdown and everything. Nice at Gapper says, hi, good luck today. Have a good stream. Thank you very much. Good luck to you to you too today, sir. The boy Nick making a little 3-ball pyramid. Well done, Nicky. Setting the stage nicely though. He basically clears the area nicely for Wubbs and says, go on, boss, you have a go now. I've done my bit. And Wubbsy just goes, yeah, I'll beat you, mate. Bring me 5 Joes, let's go. We're gonna call this. We're a little worried, for sure. See the sizing he uses. Definitely foldable. Okay, checks. I like that we check. We're not going to bet here. I think we want to check because we could bet, but we just get chammed on. It's like sucks so much. So let's check and let's see what he wants to do on rivers. King of diamonds. Chop now with all the 6x if he, but that's actually bad for us. Like if he had 6, 7, 6, 8, etc., etc. Although he's not going to bet massive with those. He jams, and honestly, I'm super happy folding here. 5-3 is certainly part of his range. All the 4x, of course, still part of his range. Bluffs, there are some bluffs occasionally, but we don't know too much about Ice Parry. He's played a little bit. He had a few wildish tendencies. But, yeah. We won't be taking that spot. Totally standard hand. It was a very standard hand, yes. Absolutely. You know, I think after the 4-bet, 5-bet pre, and the 4-bet on the flop, maybe I should get away from it, but it's tough, wasn't it? I guess we just check down. Like, he's got some 7x, he's got some 3x. Yeah. We also get to just win against his King 10. He limped that, which is good to, did he limp that? Yeah, he limped that, which is good to know because that's like traditionally a lot of people would raise that, so I guess he's not been raising King 10 or whatever. If he's limping a bit stronger, we shouldn't ISO so much, so we'll check this one back and then we'll check again. I think we'll start with a check call. Let's see what the turn brings. He didn't go super mad bluffing in some marginal spot on the other hand, but this is obviously a much more standard kind of spot. We'll check here. I guess we just want to bluff, like, even if he folds just ace high or something. He's sort of reggy, and so it's kind of tough, but we're going to still try, see if he just wants to fold jack high, king high, something like that. Or even just stop him bluffing is also all good for us. Because he's not icing very much, I think we should min-raise the pocket eights. Madge is doing very well, but she's bored out of her mind. But well nonetheless. Well is something, isn't it? You know, we'll take it. Any poker? Got to get on the spins. That's what you got to do. Get on the spins. That's where the money's at. We call off the pocket eights. Here's ace 9. We flop a set. Not holding yet. We hold in there. Mr. Ace Tassili. He was our friend who called off the Queen 6, right? So don't bluff him pre is our first note to take. We'll be careful about that. Zuzak 103 says, good luck, good luck. Thank you, Zuzak. Good luck to you too, mate, if you're grinding. Or good luck just in general, if you're just having a... If you're watching films or something, or just watching Twitch, good luck, you know what I mean? I hope it goes well. We're going to check this one back, because this guy was kind of, like, you know, called off at wild, and so I think like this hand perhaps benefits from just letting a little bit more board interactivity hit, where now we can pick up a flush draw, or we can just have a 5, or something like that. It also helps us prevent not going completely broke if he has got a jack here, for example, or maybe we get room to now fold. That's a tough river, but given he was so wild to hand before, I don't think we should fold, and we are under repped and all those kind of hands, all those things. He might just be betting a 10-9, 10-8, something like that. So I think we should call. I'm not thrilled about it with the sizing especially, but we're not folding against him. Good. We, again, give him the room. Give them the room. That's all we're trying to do, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Stafford. Okay, now we're 35 big blinds deep against Zukov, who's a very solid heads up reg, who also, for example, has a big... Now, we should actually use bigger sizings when we're 35 big Bs deeps. 30 plus. Very rare. Nice, Jason. Look at that. Yeah, given we've sized up, I'm actually tempted maybe not to c-bet this one. Although we should c-bet quite a lot. But I think this one we will go for a check. I think we over-realize when we hit a 9, for example. The 8 or the 10 are obviously good cards for us to continue with. And the king or an ace are also good cards for us to be bluffing with in terms of that's what feels very represented. He goes for a delay pot. I think we just call. I don't think there's anything else to do. Obviously looking for an 8-9 king are all fantastic. 10 is something as well. 3 comes pretty blank. Would expect him to keep bluffing an awful lot, but yeah, given his range, I don't think it makes too much sense to call here. We just have better calls. Like, we could have, for example, even a hand like Jack 8 suited, pocket 8s. We could have checked a setback for sure. I mean, I know I would sometimes have done that. Okay, we get a little call. A board comes. Now, we could check this sometimes, but I think it makes a lot more sense to bet because if when we check call, our hand just looks like exactly what it is. So I think half pot I actually quite like. I know this feels like a little bit like, oh, what are you doing? But this is more of a theoretical thing where, like, when we ISO from this stack depth at so deep, we just want to be c-betting huge amounts on this board, and I don't want to like have a very obvious check call range made up of jacks and 10s and stuff like that against a reg who I think could exploit that. We will check the turn, which looks a little bit scary. I mean, he has got 4-5 in his range and things like that, and we will be check calling 1. I like that he only goes to quarter pot. I think that makes him more realistically potentially capable of doing this with a 6 or some other hand. So we're going to start with a check call. Obviously looking for a 10. An ace comes, which isn't a bad card. That should slow him down if he's got a king, for example, because I think our range looks quite ace-x heavy. Now, he may go for some jams here. No, okay, he just snap checks back. He had a 2x, suited 2x. So, that all worked out. Now we can get away from the horrible, super 35 BB depths and go back to 25 big blinds. Flop an open-ender. I think I might start with a check. I'm just having a quick look at his tendencies. How much is he probing? We'll start with a check. Okay, double checks. This guy's a little trickier. This guy will be double checking certain other hands as well. So we're going to check again. Brick everything. Yeah, I mean, we do block 6-4, which is probably enough to go for a little block bet. So I think we will take it as a little bet here, trying to rep a 5 or something, and just basically try and fold out 9 high, jack high. We're not really trying to fold out king or ace high. I expect him to call those. Obviously, he has some check raises, but you know, if he just folds a hand like jack deuce, that's good enough. And with our hand, without the blockers, impact our sizing choices there because of the range of hands we're trying to target. And so if we had a diamond, we could say, well, maybe let's try and fold out a pair and actually go bigger in that situation. Whereas without any diamonds, we're not trying to fold out a flush, so we're just trying to fold out his other, basically his air. So because of that, it doesn't matter that we don't have a diamond. In fact, like, we kind of don't want to have a diamond. Maybe. We'll limp the 6-4. We'll fold this hand. Okay, he goes for a limp. We'll check back 10-7. We'll check the 2 king 6. I think if we had more playability, we could check raise. Although this is not a bad one. Like 2 overs to the 6, I like having 2 overs to the 6, for example. How much is he limp stabbing? We'll try it. Probably I was thinking like if we had double back doors, this is often a good one to represent. But yeah, now as played, this is bad, and we'll be checking. It is just a backdoor straight draw. It is 2 overs to second pair, but those are not terrible things for us. The question is whether how much he bluffs his air. I assume he bluffs his air on this board, but I'm not sure. Maybe, for example, he's got us down as a bit of a stationy kind of guy, in which case they may not bluff that frequently, although it's hard to say. We'll limp the king 9. Flop into a pair. I think we'll go for a bet. Man like Dendish, hello. Thank you for the good luck. Oh, you make a straight, weirdly enough. I will actually bet this one. Just going to min it. And the main reason is, like, we deny some equity, even if he's just got air from a hand where he obviously can river a club. And it can go check, and we do win sometimes. And I do think we have a fairly comfortable time check folding on the river if he does bet. And so I think as far as our non-club probes go, this feels like a good one to take. And he pots in, we just fold. Can you please ban him from chat because they won't let me make a pyramid? It's not fair, is it? It's not fair. We'll limp the 8-4. I think we've not won many hands so far. Matido Huevo! Thank you very much, sir. We never found out if it was Espanol or Portuguese, but... sí. Muchas gracias, amigo. Big obrigado. Look, we made a lovely hand thanks to your subscription. Thank you, sir. We're going to go for 2.7 here and be jamming rivers. But thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate the support. Good. Enjoy the emotes. Make yourself a little pyramid sometime. Get yourself a little reward. And feel free to check out the earlier... you get the access to the video library of all of the mistakes that Texas Tom made. We appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, it was a gift. I take it all back. Thank you, Paul. Shout out to Elizabeth. You didn't even manage to subscribe yourself. You just gave one. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, mate. Sure, let's take it. Slightly under. My maths were slightly off. 4 would have been better. This board, I think we're just going to start with a check. We'll shove any turn where we pick up a straight draw. Flush draw, I'm not so sure. It'll be fine. We could have maybe gone for a little quarter pot bet. I don't know. Now we'll go for a quarter pot for sure. Or will we go bigger? No, I think quarter seems absolutely fine. We could even go half, to be honest, and just... But I think quarter seems better. We're a quarter, and we'll just... Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic card for a range in terms of 1/3 and check-in. That's, like, absolutely brilliant. He does cool. A 4 comes. We have blockers galore. I think we shove all our ace-king, ace-queen. And this feels like a perfect bluff. And, like, there's very few bluffs we can actually even have here. So I think we just got to take this one. Of course, I don't expect too many folds, but... We do get folds sometimes. And block 2 straights. Which was kind of relevant there. Like, that's a very... Definitely parts of his calling range make sense there. We're going to jam the 6-7 off. 7 big blinds. Run into 10 jack, which is totally fine. He flops a straight. And we'll go for an ISO. 2.2. Calling off. That's drawing dead. That's good. Yeah, that's a jam. Dendesh says, tes chevaux sont magnifiques ce soir. Merci beaucoup, mon ami.